Okay, this microphone probably sucks, but I'm gonna take this along with setting everything up, and then once everything's up and the mic is good, I'll show you how everything gets done. Then we'll start streaming live on Twitch, and then this full video will go up on YouTube very quickly. You'll hear some better audio because this one probably sucks. But for now, we have this. And we have Bear. Ciao, Brady. Not sure which one I'm going to want to go with. We have this, which will just be simple. It can mount to the desk. But then if I have to open my drawer, this will be interfering. I don't think. Yeah, it's not going to reach. Okay. So. It's rather sturdy. Maybe not. It's wanting to tip over. Um, well, I guess we'll try it. And we have light. Oh, yeah. Tons of light. Light up. Let's see. Right up there. We have another light. This light on. Talk about. This is set. Already took this out and about. This is kind of just a deep microscope, but it should work at least decently. means hmm. Hmm. Okay, that works. Next, boy, do we have some stuff. Now, different watch straps. Don't need any of this right now. We're gonna have to turn the keyboard, the mouse. So our first item, got the splits, O-ring, gaskets, spring bars, more gaskets. First tool we're gonna need is gonna be our Bergeron. You know what I should have done? I should have done is made it to where you can hear me probably better. Ooh. Got a microphone. Now I just need to. I just need to take the mount for it off. Woo! Ah! Woo! Oh, we've got a problem. If the mount won't come off. And I would sure like to use a proper microphone for this. But I'm going to have to order one. Have a proper stand. You know, I got the cable for this one. Just gonna try and uh, oh. Okay, how does this sound? Hopefully a little better. Maybe I should have, I don't know, tested these things. um, this isn't gonna be forever, clearly, because there's no stand for this, and we kind of need one to properly work on this. But we're kind of already here. So we're gonna make this work. At least try to. I've got also plugged in and set up now is just this little Blue Yeti. And we're just gonna see how this one works. And let's see what we can't see. So I'm gonna minimize. Oh, look at that. So here's the version tool. This is the movement holder. And what we're gonna need to be using to work on. I can see it perfectly through my magnifying glass here. We can now get rid of. We can get rid of this little lapel mic, is what it's called. Got our blue ball here for taking apart a movement, but now we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. Let's continue setting up. All right. Whoa. Throwing things around over here. Let's see. Here is our cushion pad to be working on, and let's see what else. Rodico. Need the Rodico. Glass puller. Screwdrivers. Guess it doesn't work, but little air blower. Going to need that. Boom. Tool set. How are you? Whole thing. Bunch of stuff in here. Just kind of like a generic set that we got. What else? That's for the glass. We don't need that yet for now. Oiling, cleaning, oiling, cleaning. All right. Well, I guess we can get into it because we have one right here, and put that down for everybody. Oh, we're not getting. Is it too much light from above? I wonder. Might be. We're gonna have to look into that. Uh-oh. Straps. bracelet making. Oh, righty then. So we've got, this is a Waltham. Oh wow, I can't believe it's running and working. So this hasn't worked at all. Obviously, I tested it when it came in, and um, it's not really focusing well. Why is this? Tell me why. That's not affecting it. Hmm. Let us see. I mean, we can't have this. This is. See if this fixes it. It doesn't. Hmm. I don't know why. Because on my other OBS, it lets me. Blowing out the color here. I don't. Let's shut this. All right.
Okay, so if this is off, excuse me. We want to turn up the overhead light. And I will just be using that sparingly. As I need it to see it better. I mean, I can see it solid now, how it is. As long as it looks solid. Close, but not close enough. The lighting on this is quite difficult, isn't it? All right, so we're gonna start with probably, let's remove spring bar. It's like it's seized in there. Hiya! Ooh, I wonder if somebody. Can't tell. That is not wanting to come out. Interesting. Very interesting. I forgot to put these items up. Might do something maybe a little questionable. I think what I'm gonna do is grab snips. You know what we forgot? We forgot our time grapher, but oh, this is the longest I've seen this run. Oh, there it goes. It keeps skipping. You can see it. It'll just randomly. Well, I haven't ever got it to work. I've never got it to wind. Obviously, tons of cracking in here. Glass is trash, but I can't get it to stop. Oh, there it is. It keeps hiccuping now. I couldn't even get it to run before. So maybe we throw it on the time grapher and see if it can't actually hold some time, because Why not? That would be cool to know kind of where we get to start with this thing. So let me get that out. Other projects here. Just throw it right there. We are quickly running out of room here. Okay, now hidden secrets. Um, Alrighty then. Oh. So, looked like it's still beating. Let's do some of this then. I'm gonna take this with me, and I'm going to take this with me. So weird, I can't get it to... Hmm. Why can't I get this to focus? Why so many technical difficulties? That doesn't do it? It's so perplexing to me. Okay. Whatever. Still got this going. So throw this on here and is it just blowing out? Can't get this to focus for anything. Here's what we're gonna do. All right, now we're gonna get rid of this. This doesn't want to act right. It seems like, not really the best. So it comes and goes, and it has snowflakes randomly. And then sometimes it works, sometimes it bounces around. 14, 10, 30, 9. Yeah. High beat error, low amplitude. Not what we want. So we need to get back to what we want. And what we want is going to be something that runs. Something that, isn't cracked to all heck like this is. So we're really going to want something that focuses. There we go. Okay. Well, you know what? Actually, all right, we're 40 minutes into this and finally getting streaming. Hope this can be seen. If not, then not, I guess. We're going to start off with taking this apart. So, oh yeah. Does the job right there. Put the ball away, since it should be done with its service now. Oh my goodness. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah. Okay. A little bit of backstory, actually. I have literally no experience. I've never done this before. have no clue what I'm doing. I mean, I kind of a clue what I'm doing, but yeah, the whole purpose of this is for you to learn with me while I do this and work on this is a nice hobby. I've got a lot of mechanical experience. So I've worked on bicycles, motorcycles, cars, built engines, components from the ground up. I've done custom turbo kits. We, as a family, relocated here to Florida from Texas, and yeah, went from having garage with a bunch of stuff to no garage space now. And so I need an outlet and a hobby to work on with my hands and problem solve. And so, my lady advised me, maybe you should check that out. Maybe you should do that. Maybe you should look into that. And so here we are. As you guys see, we've got a Waltham on the table here. 17 joule. It's an old watch, but it seems it's good. Running 10, 14, 30 seconds per day. Low amplitude at 216 degrees. A lot of beat air. So we're going to take this apart and clean it. Put it back together. We're going to have a video that goes up on YouTube, which you'll see all of the previous stuff to this, the 40 minutes worth of setup and all of the dumb stuff, including why this microphone is on the floor right now. Yeah. Streaming here on Twitch. I don't know. I don't really expect anything or really anybody to necessarily join it, but I'm kind of doing it for me. More or less, I've been advised that the best way is to take video, and I'm like, well, I have a desk with a camera at it. I've got another camera that, we're going to have to figure out why it's not necessarily as polished. But I've got another camera. I can just put that on the movement. I'm working right here under a microscope. I've also got some eyes. I bought a couple tools. I'm forgetting gloves. I do have some gloves. Once we start taking the movement apart, we don't want to be touching it with the greasiness of our hands. I should probably go get that now that I'm thinking about that. But I digress real quick. We're going to be taking stuff apart, cleaning it, putting it. So that's just going to be in this stream. Next stream and video will be a whole long thing of cleaning it, how to clean it, drying it. Maybe you have to do something to a case eventually, or we're going to have to clean some glass. This one's going to have to be swapped, but do a bunch of those kind of cleaning and getting ready items. And then the last stream will be, put it together, check it back on the time grapher, make sure everything runs, maybe get some different video footage of the watch, decide what strap to put it on with your guys' help. And yeah, at the end, I think there will be a master edit maybe after a while, whenever I find somebody else to edit videos for me, and they can edit all this together. So that's kind of the plan. I appreciate you being on board with me, and yeah, hope you enjoy it. I'm going to take 2 minutes here and go get me some gloves because I don't have any, and although I'm new to it and I probably could just mess about with this with just my hands, I'd rather not and just start proper from the beginning. So I also realize I'm out of water now. Let me go get some water. I'm going to do that. I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back. And we'll get to working on a watch together. Actually, lock the camera in place first. Oh, okay. So, oh yeah, that's good. Makes me miss working on my car putting these on. They're such a pain. I know most people wear those cots that just go on one finger, and I'm sure they're better. You know, they've got to be better. Why they wear them. But I've got boxes and boxes of these. So we're gonna wear these. We're gonna start off with taking this apart, and let's see what this movement looks like. Let's get. Doesn't look like there's any markings on the inside, but does look like some scratches. This looks pretty clean. Surprisingly, let's see if we can. Okay, the balance wheel doesn't really want to spin for us. Yeah, now the watch is doing what it was doing earlier, or whenever I checked it. So no material that's coming out of here. Yeah, I need.
I need light. I can't do it without light. Hmm. Alrighty then. Well, that's weird. It's wanting to. Out on its own. Try and take this little. Look at these real quick. Oh. Yeah. Oh, look. Hmm. Hmm. I'm gonna kill my back. Here we go. All right. This looks like just a screw on here. Actually, I wonder if will this plug in. Hmm. Wonder if I can get y'all. Maybe I should have thought about this earlier. Unfortunately, that is a no go. Don't have any more space. My computer only accepts display. Oh, actually, I might have a solution. Right here. This little dongle. If this works. Too much power. USB accessory using too much power. Yeah, it's not pulling up this. That didn't work. I'll have to look into this and figure that out. Like I said, this is literally first time. No clue how to do any of this. I've never done anything similar to this. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of cool. Okay. We tried. Next time I'll do better for you. Let's get us tools. I know most people have screwdriver sets or watches, and I do as well, but I usually have always used this brand. Oh, I never knew that could happen. I've always used this brand called iFixit. If anybody has done any type of work with any type of technology or anything like that, will be pretty familiar with iFixit. There's an amazing commercial. There's a guy on YouTube called Jay's 2 cents. That's the best iFixit commercial. Literally the best. So maybe this works. Maybe this doesn't work. Let's see. Oh, wow. This is a phenomenally sized screw. Is it just a press, I wonder? Oh, this is a very, very, very... That was a screwdriver cut. Let's see if it... This comes just in like all different sizes. Let's find the tiniest one. Is this the tiniest one? This is almost the tiniest one. Oh, my camera must really suck. Okay, there we go. So we loosened it. Got the crown out. Doesn't seem like there is a gasket in this crown.
See the back of the watch. It's a base metal bezel, Swiss made stainless steel back. So there's no waterproofing on this. Which, you know, makes sense. It makes sense. This is probably my research from the 60s. Or the 50s. Because it does have the shock protector. Let's see here. Let's see if we can't see. Wow. There's really something wrong with that camera. You can see right here, it's got the shock protector. Anyways. Now that we have that out. Oh, we don't have that out. I put it back in. Crown out. Ring that holds in the movement. Yeah, wow, this glass is pretty. Oh, wow. That dial is just superb. I wonder if I can't zoom this in. Just a. Does that help? No, it's like. You barely see that, huh? I mean, it looks phenomenal. This camera is really going to be the death of me here. Let's see. I don't know. This is just. I wonder why this one is different than. Yeah, I wonder why this one's so different than Discord on my other or Discord. Sheesh. The gosh, what is it? I wonder why it's different than the OBS on my other computer. Because that one works fine. There we go. Want to line the hands up. And then we need a piece of plastic. Probably get a little bit thicker of a plastic. Oh, now the watch is wanting to run again. That's hilarious. Hilarious, I tell you. All right. These look like... I mean, I don't... Oh, yeah, those ones are not that good. Wow, these look really nice. I need to probably get something to properly put the hands into. Actually, I don't have a holder for anything. It's hilarious. So for now, some of you are probably just gonna lose it. Lose your mind on me. But yeah, I'm just gonna put everything in here. And wow, I mean, this dial just looks... Yeah, I mean, this looks awesome. You would have never known how great this looks. Look at that. It's got this beautiful sunburst. It looks nice. It's... Yeah. Well, let us get this taken apart. So that way it doesn't get ruined. And then we'll look into this next. But let's... Oh, there we go. The screws came undone. Man, I mean, it does look like there's some wear on the dial, but it doesn't look like it's on the really far outside. I wonder if this is an original dial just because what it's made of. Okay, now I'm going to screw these back in a little bit just so we don't lose them. Because these are some really, really small screws. All right. So I think let's start on the dial side. Actually, let's put this into here first. This is movement holder. That's probably going to be much too big for what we're going to be doing here. So, oop. Let's see. I mean, yeah, look at that. That's hilarious. Um, hmm. Got the wrong size movement holder. That's awesome. I think I don't really have anything. Got this, and this is for holding a watch case, but maybe we can make it work. Just give us some stability to be. Yeah, I mean, this is nowhere near perfect. But this will give us some stability to be working off of. I hope. All right. So, piece number 1 comes apart. And this is all the keyless works here. So that was a canyon pinion, and that holds all of the hands. And now we're going to take apart. Actually, let's look at this first. Up, doing this. We have no flow. So you can see tons of really bad scratching. There's even a crack down here. Push this out. Oh. 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 Looks like this has some form of locking ring. Inside of here. Or maybe it was inside of. I think it was inside of the crystal. Pushes the crystal outwards and into the watch case. Gosh, this is so beautiful, the patina on here, you know? It's not worn out, not worn through. Yeah, I can use some cleaning, but. Alright, the crystal is pretty well smashed. I mean, you know, we've got a piece here, and a piece here, and we've got this. So it kind of just came apart on us, didn't it? Let's see. While I'm appreciating this extra light for just right here, not necessarily loving using it. It's not giving me as much zoom as I'm wanting to have. I think these have, to be frank, I think these have too much zoom. I'm gonna have to find something with a little bit better of a. Perplexing this is. These have far too much zoom. Like I have to have my face right into this small camera. Which I guess it's okay, but it's not really what I'm aiming for, you know? It's a little too close. This is a kind of not close enough. Let's see. See about moving this. I need to figure out something because this is just insufficient. You know? Isn't even not even close to what I would consider ideal here. But, you know, we're figuring it out. Working through it. Alright, so we got that key through that side. This through this side. The problem is with this now, I can't even get my hands close enough to this to be able to. Isn't working. Yeah, it's just not it's not ideal. It's our first time, and that's okay too. Let's see, we've got can't even swoop in there and get this. Okay. Tiny screw. Alright. Get this last plate off, then we can take these two gears off. This is horrendous. The lighting is brutal. So we're gonna take this screw off that's on here. This screw that's right there, and then we can take this plate off, and then that can come off. We have to be careful of taking this pin out, and then the whole backside or dial side should be done. I'm definitely going to need to figure out a new solution because this is less than ideal. There's that. Plate. Oh. That's the canyon pinion. It's the first gear. Can't seem to get that gear off. But I know we can take the spring off. Mechanisms out. It's so weird working in here because there's no room. No room for activities. Oh, I've got that. Oh. Gosh, this moving around is... It's okay. We take a break. Take a breather. I'm already seeing quite a bit of particles in here. Let's just take these wheels out. Get the skewer out. It appears I can't get this last. Here's my troubles are right here. You can see that. I can't. This is in there and it's just wobbling about. But I can't see how to get it out. So we're just going to leave it. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to hop over to the other side. The movement here. And start taking apart things that aren't tiny as can be. Wow. That looks better for y'all, but it's horrendous for me. Like, I can't see anything. I wonder if we... Maybe get some more light from over here. And we'll notice now we're back to ticking. Which there we go. It's back to ticking. And I'm sure it's because we've got a lot of dust and grime and grossness being part of... Oh, there it goes. It stopped. Awesome. This is no... This is no way to work. All right, let's take this apart. So, first thing we want to do is take this guy out because This guy. Oh, doing dumb stuff like that. Just careless. Goof. Wow. You do stuff like that, and that's pretty much game over for a watch. And that's why you take that off first. So that way you don't just testing the escapement here. That looks good. All right. And you know, you might have heard me talk how I've never done any of this before, and part of the reason I got into this was because of work and other things going on. Sometimes I would just get, stressed out, unable to sleep at night. And so I would watch these videos from this guy called, his name is Wristwatch Revival. And I would watch his videos and, just try and decompress at night or whatever it was. Using the wrong screwdriver. Duh. Wow, it is difficult. So I would watch his videos just to decompress, maybe, smoke a cigar or lay in bed and try and fall asleep. And my lady said, yeah, why don't you try that? You could do that. And in his videos, he even does say, yeah, why don't you try that? You can do it. And so I figured, you know what? It cost me like $200 to buy a bunch of tools and a bunch of stuff I already had. So yeah, why not? That's why I did it. And and no doubts about the difficulty of this. Clearly, as you're seeing me significantly struggle here. Tried buying as much of all of the right stuff. I've never even tried working on anything. This is literally what you're seeing here is the first time that I've ever taken a watch apart, ever gotten into any of this. And yeah, I would watch his videos and try and de-stress from the day or whatever was going on, and maybe be smoking a cigar. And my lady just said, wow, you should try this. So I did, and bought this little Waltham here off of eBay. Got it for a total price of $17. And so, yeah, why not try? You know till you try, and maybe this goes good, maybe it goes bad, maybe I ruined this and wasted mine and your time. Or maybe I didn't, and it doesn't really matter. But I think it's kind of cool. I'm not sure, not really interested in a career in this by any means. Not to say a career in this would be bad. But it's just not what I'm looking for. I'm just looking to kind of have a bit of a hobby, a bit of a way to just work with my hands, and didn't unscrew that enough. Kind of relax. I'm sorry about the camera here because I thought this would be a lot better than what it is, but it's just, yeah, it's not exactly what we would want quality wise. But I think it might be sufficient. Okay, so we're getting all of our wheels off and out. This looks like it's broken. I'm gonna have to look at this under the microscope. Hmm. This wheel looks like it might be interesting. And this is a pretty big piece here, and just for reference, this is considered a big piece. Take. Oh, we gotta take this bridge off in order to properly get to where we're going. Yeah, so we gotta take this bridge off. There's 2 screws. Got in here this click mechanism. You know what I wonder? Seems the more I try and zoom in, the tougher it makes it. Worse quality it kind of just has. So, and this sucks. I'm not going to be able to like super have it zoomed in for you guys, but right here is called a click spring, and there's a tiny little spring in there, so we're going to want to be careful taking this apart. But it's attached to this bridge here that you can see. It focuses. Who knows? Whatever. Yeah, we're going to take this bridge off next and take the click and the spring and everything. And then under it, we'll have this main spring, as you can see, that turns. Let's take the escapement wheel out for now. And let's take this bridge off. Oh, look at the colony. Ciao, Brady. There's one off. Oh. There we go. Oh no. There we go. Boom. Now we can take this bridge here. There it goes. The whole bridge. So there's the click mechanism is in there. Got one of the last wheels here. And then we can take out the mainspring, which from from watching other videos and simply trying to learn about this as much as I can before I got into this. If the watch is running the way it was, the assumption would be that there's probably something wrong with the mainspring. So I'm going to turn it over. Just push on. Ah. Trying to figure out this. Mainspring. There we go. So we're going to take this. Let's put on some magnifying glasses for a second. Oh. Tell you what, you can really see how dirt, I mean, it doesn't look like really anything, but then you get it. Why can I not open this mainspring? Ugh. Can anybody tell me what I'm doing wrong? Why I can't open this mainspring, maybe? Can't figure this out. Kind of, we've done good to get to this point. I mean, besides keep talking about it, the camera that sucks. Oh, how awesome. I didn't even see this. Somebody rejoined and said, hey. So, hey. Um, might need to do the old look this up. All right. Let's see. So the lid is facing up. I might have been doing this with the lid facing down, huh? The lid is facing up. How can you get your... Ah. Right? This is the lid side. Gosh. Can't open this mainspring. We're going to spend longer. We're going to spend longer trying to figure this out than everything else. I don't want to use a tool to... But maybe. This is the top side with the arbor, and it's got the cap in it. But maybe we just need to... Oh. Maybe we need to loosen it up. Because... who knows when this was... Let's see. Try and... Oh, there we go. Opened it up. There we go. I was doing it wrong. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? So you got the lid right there. And is the arbor out? Perfect. And this can really just go sideways on you here. Uh-oh, it's starting to. Oh my goodness. It just sounded like a missile. Yeah, here we have the mainspring. It isn't broken. So that's positive. But I'm pretty sure it should be split on the end and it's not. All right, so let's put this aside. Arbor. Hover. Mainspring is large enough to where it can just go over here. What else do we have to do on here? We have one more piece to take off, and that's going to be called the... Oh, goodness. The last one is called... It's not the last one. The last one's the escapement wheel, right? And this last piece we're taking off is called the pallet fork. So it's goes through to that side. I mean, this thing is so tiny. All right. Well, this has taken an alright amount of time. But now we're down to our base cover. There's nothing left in here. Actually, there's this little... We talked about when we were first taking this apart. We got this little... Oh, man down! What we were talking about when we were first here, this little je ne sais quoi. And I think we're just gonna leave it because I feel pretty good with how much I've taken apart. I feel pretty good with how much we've pushed things. That dial, I mean, wow, this dial is just. We lose some of the. Oh, man, down. Let's see it better in the hand. I don't know. Can we lose some of the light here? Maybe it'll focus. I don't know. This thing just looks brilliant. What if we tried this? This one's a good camera, right? I don't know anymore. I'm gonna have to probably. You know what? I said no to updating OBS before I started this. So maybe I shouldn't have done that. Anyways, I'm gonna now, since this crystal's, or this is a plexiglass actually. You can hear. Whereas, like, okay, so what I'm wearing today. The plexiglass versus. Let me just grab one over here. I got this, and you can listen to this. This is a sapphire crystal. So, ugh. Everything. Gosh, I can't remember. I'm gonna have to look up when the sapphire crystals became prominent. And when we went away from the plexiglass, but I know a lot of stuff from the 50s is all plexiglass. The watch I'm wearing today, which maybe we can make this a thing. I don't have like a ton of watches, but let me take this off. This will look better. Off. Put it on here. Let's see. Of course, you can't see for anything because, you know, why would these things work for us? You can kind of get a view here. So today's watch is somebody could guess would be quite phenomenal. This is called a bumper movement. One of, I think, the coolest and one of my favorite type and style of movements. This was made from, probably butcher the name, Gégère Lacoutre? Lacoutre? I don't know. Anyways, they made these starting in the 40s, late 40s. And so if you're familiar with watches, the one we're working on today is a manual wind. And that just means take the crown and you spin it. So right here, this is a manual wind. You take this crown and just spin it. But bunch of other watches. Most modern watches are, yeah, there's some that are manuals, but then again, most are called automatic watches. And what an automatic watch does is it winds itself as you wear it. So there's a rotor on the back and it spins, and as it gets worn, puts power into the mainspring, the thing that we had trouble taking apart there. And it just releases the power slowly. So it winds up. This has got what's called a bumper movement in it. And what a bumper movement does is it hits from one side to the other. And so instead of being able to fully spin in a circle, it gets to an end and then it has to go back and then come to that end. So it feels quite weird on, wearing it, because you can feel it bumping about. And we'll go through and redo this watch eventually ourselves here. But then you can see kind of what the movement looks like. Just check us out so that way I'll go in depth about it, kind of give a little explanation at the end of what I'm wearing and maybe a little bit of information. I don't know the most, and please don't assume that I do, clearly, as you saw me fumble through most of this that we did today. But yeah, I really, really enjoy watches. I have a couple. Got my lady into watches. I have a couple projects that I've purchased, including this one. We'll talk about just the different styles and different kinds of watches. I think they're just unique. Do you need them? No. By no stretch of the imagination does anybody really need a watch. But they're very cool. They're very unique. Blast from the past. Also, I think they're a way that you can hand down your experiences or your times through generations. So, I'll have these watches for the rest of my life. For instance, the watch I'm wearing, obviously, I didn't buy this new, but it's a 1947 or 48. I can't really narrow it down, but it's a 40s. At the earliest, it's a 46. At the latest, it's a 49, but I think it's a 47, 48. And I'll wear this for another 60, 70 years, hopefully, God willing. And then my kids or my grandkids or whoever else will have it if that's what interests them. But I think that's the unique thing about watches is you really have all of the story and all of the time and all of the wear. Like, for instance, what we're working on today, let me just show this watch case. The amount of stories that this case probably has. There's got wear all over it. You've seen all these scratches and all these marks, but it's also, still in decent condition. And it's just a story in the time. Like, one of my watches, I accidentally welded one of the lugs to it when I was welding and I was wearing it. And yeah, some people, I guess, if it's your style, you prefer to have everything polished and looking nice, but I like the age on things and the wear and the story and what it's kind of been through, and yeah, that all really interests me. So that's my interest in watches. I appreciate you guys coming for this disassembly. We're for sure gonna continue back. This one is on the Waltham. So how it just works is I call this time to tinker. My day is done. My week is nearing the end, as I hope yours is. But season 1, episode 1 is the title of this, and the explanation of that is just going to be every season will be a new watch. Each new watch will get, its own proper time and appreciation. Disassemble it like we did today. Next stream and next video is going to be cleaning everything, getting everything ready for, and I don't even know how to clean. Let me just put that together. I had no clue how to disassemble, but here we are. We got everything disassembled perfectly fine. We'll work together next time for how to clean everything. We'll get everything cleaned, we'll get everything dried, and then we'll take another break, and then we'll do our final assembly. Got a bunch of different watch straps as well. So for those of you that come on the live, give your suggestions. What do you think? Me, especially because of the dial on the second hand, you can see it's got that red on it, right? So you can see right there, it's got that nice red pop with that beautiful white dial and the gold and everything. I think a red strap would be cool. What do you guys think? I don't know. Maybe a brown strap would probably be right. White strap would probably be cool as well. Black would obviously be classy and fit through it. So yeah, I'm going to get your guys' suggestions, but I'd love to hear some comments. Stay on. Going to try and stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we'll have the videos posted as well. So, the YouTube video will be the full uncut, and the stream just gets to be with the stream. But I appreciate everybody who's been here today, anybody who's not been here today. Either way, I had some good fun and kind of putting this together. Oh, let me get some light again. That's better. So yeah, I had some fun with this. It's been an adventure. I guess we'll keep learning together and tinkering together. And yeah, I'll be on Tuesday. Thank you for your guys' time. We'll be back. If you have any tips for the cleaning process, let me know. I'm going to have to start researching how to properly do that. And I'm sure there's quite a few videos online that show it, but I don't know. I just kind of like figuring it out as we go. So thanks, y'all. Y'all have a great one. See you next time.